Hey guys, it's Christina here. So I am currently a high school English teacher. Last year was my first year of teaching ever, so it was quite the adventure to be positive about it. And I started in Memphis, so moved there because I got a job, and actually my principal offered me the job without even having seen my resume. I wrote him a letter telling him why I was passionate about education, why I wanted to work at his school, and he gave me a call and was like, "I want to hire you." So that was interesting. And the school was in the inner city, so it was something that was also a pretty interesting experience as my first year. I struggled for pretty much the first 3 quarters, and then just really started figuring out what I was doing and how to teach effectively. Started connecting more with my students, and we left on a really good note. So that was really cool. But for all those of you who haven't started teaching yet or who are in your first years, like, you are not alone. So, as I kind of recapped all of this already, but one of the things that was memorable for me with gifted students is that I had such a skill deficit for most of my students that I really, really struggled to meet my gifted students where they were. There was this one student who was, I mean, he's like a 16-year-old philosopher. It was crazy how just self-motivated he was. He was always reading. He wanted to have philosophical discussions with me at lunch and like when he could find time to come in and just talk about life. One of the assignments I had my students do was write a letter, and we learned about persuasion and all the different techniques, and he wrote his letter to God and was asking him all of these questions that I wouldn't expect, a 16-year-old to be thinking about. So that was really cool. He also just did like a lot of extra stuff. He at one point gave me a plant, and he said, "It's all about growth, Miss Cerny." So just things like that were really inspiring. Um, an issue that I had with one of my gifted students was that he was perpetually lazy. He just didn't want to do things, and had to kind of push him a little bit. And then next year, I'm going to be teaching in Nashville at a STEM academy. So it'll be a little bit different because I'm an English teacher, and to have students who are more geared toward math and science will be the extra challenge. So that's pretty much about me and my teaching experience so far, and just my interest in gifted students. Thanks for listening.